there! Inconvenient Panda back again for some more Stanley Parable. Excuse me?
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let
Hello.
you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
You've called the wrong desk. What? I restarted the game. Why was it different that time? Where's the narrator? Is this still continuing on from the last time I played?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Screw that noise.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I want to see where that left
Standing
door
now in
goes
this
up here.
incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness.
What else
Then
is
the
he
feeling
saying
went
here?
away, and he felt sad again. Then it came
Oh.
back and lingered for a minute
Hey.
or two. Now it's only half there, just a kind of tingle.
Yeah, well, that's good.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That he did.
And so
And he
detoured
heads straight
the
through.
maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Wait, serious? That's the left door. Huh. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Monetize free to play. Monetize free to play. That's just evil. Quarterly pie charts profit. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's a broom. I want the. Can I take the broom? I want to take something in here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I'm guessing that might lead to something if I just sit in there long enough.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
I'm going to
walked
the boss's
upstairs
office.
To his boss's office.
I really want to get in here. I can go in here now? I've got the feeling. Money for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Executive bathrooms. And quite possibly Lime magazine, I'm guessing. So what happened to that fern? What am I doing? Alright, screw it. I want to go in here. I can go in here. What's that? Business strategy. Oh, poor panda. I think that's a panda at least. That is Time magazine. I thought that would have been a copyright thing. I don't really want to... I don't know which way I want to go. What's that? It's a thing. Alright, when in doubt, go up left. Or left up. Ah, I love music. There's all this stuff on the floor. One, two, three, four. So... This is, It's taking a while. Okay. I guess I'll go down. Am I just in here forever? I don't know about that. If I wasn't recording, I'd probably sit in there for like 10 minutes, see if anything happens. But alas.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not
No, he
a
didn't.
living soul anywhere.
I gotta put in the wrong
Could
code.
he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was
Probably not.
For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past,
Oh.
it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could ever hope to guess it. 2845. Statistically, nearly impossible to guess blindly, ever. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely.
All right.
No.
I'll do it.
This is yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer
What
luck.
happened to the
Amazing.
window shutters?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
I'm stuck in here. So I have no idea where I'm heading compared to other times. It's back here. Pitch black darkness. Alright. Let's head down. So, hit me with a loading screen. I think I might turn the thing on at the end of all this. See what happens. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Yeah. Know what I'm saying?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That he did. Buddy boy. So, turn on these lights.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Dum,
What
dum,
horrible
dum.
secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
Hey,
himself.
this is where we were a
Did he
couple
have
other
the
times.
strength to find out?
Yay. Oh, yeah, I've got the strength alright. Some might even say, I have the power.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of
Fired?
an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's that fern? There's a fern somewhere.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley
Pirate?
been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been
yeah.
manipulated to accept it blindly?
I don't know why I'm still listening to the story. I've been through this.
No. He
Been through this all
refused to
before.
believe. He couldn't accept it.
Fired.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Still gonna listen, though.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Mm,
But here was the
no,
proof.
I've died a few
The heart
times.
of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For
That's
he
not exactly
would
true.
dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After
Maybe.
we kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take
Yep.
control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Damn straight.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to
I applaud
understand
you effort.
there's
I see a
only
typo.
So much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
No.
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How
Whose
long until
idea was that?
detonation? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
What do I do? What do I do?
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments
3?
until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is.
What do I do?
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that?
3.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Cool.
I raised them. I turned off the
What?
machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But
I don't know what to do.
I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going
Yeah.
or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
That is the issue.
Just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off. I mean,
Yep.
look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These
It
numbered
says
buttons.
re-enter
No,
passcode.
these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this
Yeah, I know
door.
what you're doing.
Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that,
I don't-
Stanley? That
I don't
this
actually.
video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a
Don't
spoiler
you
for you.
disappoint me.
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge.
do
It's a
this to me, man.
tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds
Dude.
until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Well, I think I'm dead.
Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
My... Well then.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
The meeting room? Is this... Was that an ending? Oh, is it like halfway through an ending? I can't tell anymore. This...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna go get myself crushed. Screw it. Screw it?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well. So is it 2845? I wonder what happens if I put it in before he says
into
it.
his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
What do you mean
human
once again?
life. Well, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That
Nice.
kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
I am on a bit of a time limit here. That's why I was hurrying through, is because I've got...
Feeling soothed and
Like,
rejuvenated, Stanley
I can't sit here
calmly walked
forever.
forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, I'll just hover over that. Down I go. I just want to play like a normal game now after this to sort of relax. Like something super predictable.
Stanley
It's
walked
very
straight ahead
taxing
through the large door that
mentally.
read,
So I've been
"Mind
playing for like
Control Facility."
an hour and a half now. Now this is the way I want to go.
Although this passageway had the word escape written
It's
on it,
just...
the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his...
It's just so good. I don't really have any words.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back
The only
on
thing I'm not
track.
too happy with is the
At this point, Stanley was making a
DX
conscious,
story thing
concerted effort to
in the
walk
top left
forward
corner
and
appears
willingly
like
confront
most
his
of the
death.
time. I looked into that and I couldn't fix it, so I was like, yeah, whatever. There we go! Woo! I want to be crushed by the thing at the end of this. Bloop. Have at me.
As
Here
the
we
machine
go.
went into motion, and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. He reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley
Yep.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I disagree. Boop. The Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I know, right?
When
What a
every
guy.
path you can walk has been created for you long in
Ugh,
advance,
felt weird going
death
alright.
becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
Gonna go
Do you
right
see
again.
that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Alright. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's dead from the moment I hit start. That's a shame. Hey. What's that about? What was that about? Okay. I'm just gonna go through.
Oh, look at these two. How
Don't
they
you laugh
wish
at
to
me.
destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both
Here we go.
wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
Yes.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Says you, buddy.
But
Buddy
listen to me.
Fran.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward,
I did that
you'll be
before.
walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time